Hey Leo, Mariah here. It's always a pleasure to be reading for you. So I want to go ahead and get into my single as a Pringle Leos. I want to see what's happening in your love life. And since we are creeping into mid-July, let's take a look at late July going into August of 2023, especially this is being your birthday season, right? Is any new love coming in during the birthday season? So let's get a little nosy and see what's happening for my single Leos. All right, Leo, so let's see who is coming into your love life. End of July going into August of 2023. Yeah, this is like your birthday season. So happy early birthday, Leo. I hope my July Leos are going to have a great birthday season. And for my August Leos, I hope you live it up. I hope you really have fun, or at least treat yourself and do something that you would love to. So let's see. We have the Sun in the reverse, Page of Wands, Nine of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Cups. Why is the Sun in the reverse for who's coming Leo's way? Justice. And tell me about this Page of Wands. I just want to see. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Then why is the Ten of Cups here? I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure I clarify. Four of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, bottom of the deck is the Moon. When things don't go right, and if things continue not to go right, we need to take a moment to step back and evaluate the choices and the actions we have taken to really put things into perspective of what we could do, what we should do, or what we need to do to make things go right in our favor. I only bring that up because this feels like the perspective of this person. This more so feels like a stage that they're going to be in when they meet you versus whom they are. This reminds me of a person who like strives all their life working up the corporate ladder and working in a career, you know, to reach some form of accolade or some form of accomplishment. But once they get to the top of the pedigree within that career or that occupation, it's like they're standing up there alone and they don't have kids. They don't have the husband or the wife. They don't have the family. They don't have, you know, the home and the comfiness of family unity to keep them warm at the top of that pedestal, or the top of their pedigree that they're in. That's what this feels like. I think this person is putting a lot of things into perspective of what is truly meaningful when it comes to life and what is not meaningful. And this is, you're meeting this person as they're going through, I think, a really important shift for them mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. It's like if you would have met this person prior to them being in this phase of life, yes, they could have loved you. Yes, they could have been there for you. Yes, they could have been supportive for you or provided for you or showed up in the ways that they could have materially, but would they've been emotionally available for you? Would they've been able to make time for you? Would they've been able to prioritize you? No, because it feels like this person has prioritized a certain goal or a certain outcome in their life and invested a lot of that time and energy into it, that if you were in their life prior to this pivotal point in their life, you would have been almost in a loveless relationship. Maybe not at the beginning, but at some point you would have started to feel that, because this is like somebody who's married or was married to their career, to their work, or to their education, or to their schooling, or to getting a certain outcome that is external to them. So I want to go a little bit further. How will Leo feel about this person? How will Leo feel about this person? Ten of Wands, the Tower, Six of Wands in the reverse, Six of Pentacles. Ooh. You're going to be able to feel what this person is going through. I think I'm dealing with a Leo who is like an empath. You're either sympathetic or you're empath. It feels more like empathic energy. You're going to even pick up on their internalized dilemma of where they are in this stage of life. And I think you're going to realize when it comes to this person that they've given to so much externally that it hasn't given back to them. And I think, again, I'm not trying to say you want to play save a person. That's not the ordeal here. But I think you are going to know what they're needing. I think you are going to understand that this is somebody that has what they want or may have what they desire, but they don't truly have meaning when it comes to life. They don't have the family, the home, the house, the kids, or just the things that would make their life very impactful. Even if they have certain things, they don't have anyone to really share those things with. And I think on your end, there's this desire to want to share, to want to be able to create a sense of meaning in life, not only for them, but for you too, to be able to share life with a person. Now, mind you, because that's a very deep energy, of course, on the first date, you're not going to feel like that. Let's be realistic. First date, you're not going to feel like that. I think first date, though, you are going to be able to tell that there's something internal going on with this person. So let's see, how will this person feel about you? Ooh, okay. We have the Empress. We have the Fool. King of Wands. Ooh. Well, they certain about They certain about you, baby. It's the Fool, the Empress, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. I think they see value in you. But it's twofold, because the Empress is the person that not only can you show off and bring around the coworkers and the colleagues, you could take the Empress to the company events and the social gatherings around the parents, but the Empress is the one as well that really is attentive to a person's needs and is really nurturing. And I think they see the duality in you, where not only they can bring you out to the society and to world and the world that they've built, that they've kind of been isolated in, they can bring you into that world with them, so that way they're not walking alone in that world. But when they're out of that world, when it's just them and it's them with all their things, or them and their status, or them and their title, or them and their career, occupation, you're right there. You have this beautiful duality to you, Leo. And again, I go back to this empathetic energy, because it's like you feel them. I think you feel their dilemma. I think you feel their strife. And I think because of how, I guess you can say maybe chameleon-like you are, where this person can bring you out, but then also have you as their inner sanctuary, where you're like their refuge or safe haven. They feel really safe to move forward with you. This King of Wands, this feels kind of fast though. That's the only thing about, why is this feeling fast? Tell me about this King of Wands, because it feels fast. Tell me, why is this King of Wands for how this person feels for them? Seven of Wands. This feels like it picks up fast. But I don't mean like this person jumping out the gate saying, I love you, be my wife, or be my husband kind of fast. But I think this person stakes their claim pretty quickly with you. I don't think this person is used to meeting a man or a woman that has that duality to them. They may meet women or men that they can bring out publicly, but at home, it's a nightmare, it's hell, it's always arguments or fighting or strife. Or if they're able to have a good home life with a person, out in public, the person don't know how to carry themselves, don't know how to be presentable, don't know how to have decorum or social graces. So it's like they never really meet somebody with the best of both worlds, but you have that. And this is where it's like, no, Leo, no, we got to keep you. This is somebody that I think they are going to be very, not possessive, because that's where we move into unhealthy territory. But I think they are going to want to mark their claim pretty quickly with you. What does these two bond over at the beginning of this connection when these two meet? What does these two bond over at the beginning when these two meet? And then I want to take this into the extended and see how this progressed between you two. What does these two bond over at the beginning? Nine of Swords in the reverse. Emperor in the reverse. The Magician. King of Pentacles. Work. Work. This could either be work, maybe like a father figure. So maybe you two are talking about your fathers. Maybe you two are talking about your goals. This is very practical. So I think that's the beginning bond between you two. You two talking about practical stuff like your work, your career, your goals. What are your aspirations or ambitions? What are you wanting to create for yourself? Some of you may be talking about entrepreneurship, wanting to start your own business. Maybe they have their own business. Maybe you two are talking about some of your superiors at work, right? If you have like a boss that gets on your nerves or a boss that gets on their nerves. It's like you two have things in common, again, whether it comes to a father figure, work, goals, aspiration, maybe a boss, maybe becoming entrepreneurs, things that you want to create for your future. It's like more practical, mundane things. So it's not like upon initial meeting, you two are locking lips. You two are actually talking about tangible things in your reality and kind of the place and level that you guys are at in reality. And I think through that kind of conversation and losses too, that Three of Swords, I think you two may be talking about some losses, but it feels more either finance-based, work-based, career-based, education-based, or even again, back to an authoritative or father figure, some losses or some hardships you two had to deal with. I think this kind of brings you an inch closer where you start to feel a little comfortable with them. And we tend to feel comfortable through relatability as humans. And I think because you both can relate to each other, it makes you more willing to get to know this person and vice versa. So I'm very interested in this energy, Leo, because you do have a really great person here that's, again, wanting to mark their territory with you. I want to see, before we go, I know I said that was it, but I do want to see one more thing. What does Leo need to know about this person before we start pulling this apart in the extended? What does Leo need to know about this person? What does Leo need to know about this person? Six of Cups. Three of Wands. Hermit in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, this person could have a child or children, whether if they do, and this is a man, the children is with the mother may be at a distance, or they just may have children in general. Not for all of you, of course. I feel like this person was made to not feel good enough. Not to feel good enough. I think this is the driving force as to why they've achieved what they've achieved in their life, whether this goes back to a mother figure, maybe an ex, partner, maybe a sibling or a family member. Somebody really made them feel less than or not good enough. Somebody belittled them, somebody degraded them. And if it's just a man, somebody emasculated the shit out of them. And I mean that. Somebody made them not feel good enough. And I think this person used that motivation to really fuel the things that they wanted for themselves in their younger years to now be able to achieve it as an adult. But even though they've achieved it or they're in the process of achieving it, it's like the emotional things that are important are what's lacking. Because I think this person was very much so focused on their vision for the future and getting the things that other people said that they couldn't get or belittled them on, that once they got it, it's like, oh, well, I have no one here to share it with, or I don't have the right person or people here to share it with. So Leo, I am going to leave this here. So I am going to go into the extended and see what else is going on between you and this person, how things develop, how things unfold, and where does things progress between you two going into the fall season. So if I leave you here, just know it's been a pleasure. I thank you so much. You have a great day. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. And bye.